Good afternoon, children. How are you? I hope you are fine and you are learning a lot, as this very interesting also. And with the class 5 children, open the page number 188 children. So we have learned the non-communicable diseases. Now we are going to learn about the communicable diseases. These are diseases that can be passed on from one person to another. What is the communicable diseases, children? Which are passed from one person to another. Okay, communicable diseases, very important, children. Please underline this. Communicable diseases are spread by microbes or germs called bacteria, fungi, protozoa and viruses. These germs spread through coughing, spitting or sneezing. So, communicable diseases are spread from the one person to another with the help of the microbes or germs. Which type of microbes? They are bacteria, fungi, protozoa or viruses. These are all. See children, here this you can see the find out all the this is protozoa, this is fungi. You can find the molds on the bread. You can find the fungi on them. Bacteria, this is viruses. So one of the most common viruses now spreading in all over the world, that is coronavirus, and you can find it there, viruses also. Okay, so that is the reason the government has said that you have to keep the mask to protect from coughing. You should not spit on the road and you should not sneeze, and if whenever you are sneezing, it should be the mask should be there on your mouth. Okay, now next children, germs enter the body of person through nose or mouth or with the food and water. They can also enter the body through cuts in the skin. So now this is also the thing, children. See, they are entered to the mouth or nose or with the food also by contact. That is the reason whenever you are touching others, very important. Sanitize yourself and then only you have to touch. They also enter the body through the cuts in the skin. The bacteria causes diseases, plague, tuberculosis, typhoid, pneumonia and meningitis. These are all diseases which are caused by the bacteria itself. Okay, next one is protozoa. Protozoa causes diseases like, just wait children. Protozoa causes diseases like malaria and amoebic dysentery. Very important, children, in the amoebic dysentery. Here they are just continuously, malaria, but in the amoebic dysentery they are continuously coughing and vomiting. Okay, the typhoid, tuberculosis, pneumonia, these are all the bacterial infection. Okay, but the viruses like the diseases in cold, common cold, polio, chicken pox and measles, very dangerous. Even the coronavirus also. Some of the way in which the disease spread are discussed below. Now we are going to see how the diseases are spreading. Okay, through the direct contact. Many diseases like the common cold, chicken pox, measles, ringworm, whooping cough and scarlet fever spread through the direct contact, either through clothing or other articles used by the sick person. So whenever the sick person is using the other articles, it is the germs on the microbes on that articles are contacting with the other person, and obviously they are also falling sick. Okay, so these are the diseases like common cold, chicken pox, measles, ringworm. These are from the direct contact itself. Okay, through infected food and water. Okay, now it's like contaminated or spoiled food. Okay, that contaminated water which is not good for our health. With that also we are obviously we are suffering from diseases. That is diseases like typhoid, cholera, diarrhea, polio, jaundice spread by eating the infected food or drinking polluted water. Understand, children? So very important. You should never touch the infected food, touch the polluted water also. Flies and cockroaches carry germs from sewers and contaminate our food and water. So the flies and cockroaches which are The flies and cockroaches carry germs from the sewers and contaminated our food and water. So, most of them they are contaminated by the cockroaches and flies. Okay. Handling of food with dirty hands and lack of proper sanitization are the main causes of pollution of food and water. Milk from diseased cows can also be a source of infection. See children, very important how we have to take care of this. See, you can learn from this handling of food also, the dirty hand. That is the reason you have to continuously wash your hands. Okay. Through the air we breathe. See, now the diseases which are, even the germs are in the air also. Okay. Germs that causes disease like chicken pox, whooping cough, diphtheria, influenza and scarlet fever are present in the discharge from the nose and mouth of a patient. Okay. So, how they are spreading? By the nose and mouth of a patient. Any discharge like sweat or any discharge like what you call as from the nose, from the mouth. Okay. So, it can be going into the goes into the air and then it will be causes to other person. Okay. These diseases can spread through sneezing and coughing when germs are passed from one person to other through air. Yes. Through insects, diseases like malaria, yellow fever, plague, dengue, kala azar are caused by insects like mosquitoes, fleas, bugs and sandflies. So, these are the different insects which are causing the diseases through the insects. Okay. Let us see one of the case study. In 1994, a large number of people in parts of Maharashtra and Gujarat suffered from the plague caused by the bats of right fleas. Similarly, dengue fever is quite widespread. Dengue is transmitted to a person by the bite of Aedes mosquito that is infected with the dengue fever. Malaria is caused by the protozoan which is carried by the female Anopheles mosquito. When the mosquito bites the person suffering from the malaria, the protozoa sucked up with the blood, and when the mosquito bites a healthy person, the protozoa are injected to a bird's person causing malaria. See children, here very important. See, in 1994 the plague has been widespread globally. Okay children, when the Spanish flu in 1920s, that is also very dangerous for us. Most of the half of the population also they have died. Okay. And dengue fever, this is caused by the Aedes mosquito. So, how it is transmitted children? The dengue is transmitted to the Aedes mosquito infected with the dengue fever. The dengue fever, the person who has dengue fever and the mosquito has bitten that, and then it is goes into the healthy body and it is injected to the blood. So, what happened now? Because of the mosquito, because of the one mosquito, the dengue fever has been transmitted to the protozoa. That protozoa is called as obviously Aedes mosquito. Yes, that is female Anopheles mosquito. Okay children. Through the carriers, different types of carriers, like some diseases are caused by the healthy carriers of germs. Some diseases are spread by healthy carriers of germs. A healthy person may carry germs of typhoid, cholera, dysentery in his body. Such a person usually not suffered from the disease. However, people who come into the contact with the carrier are in danger of catching the disease. AIDS is an incurable communicable disease that damages the immune system of the person and leads to the death. It is spread by the virus called HIV. So, here what we have to learn children, see about the AIDS, it is a communicable disease and it will be spread through the one person to another, and it affects wholly on the immune system. Okay children, and there is no cure for this. Okay, a healthy person can germs of you know that asymptomatic person is also spreading the disease. Yes, the same thing happens to the in the carriers. Okay, they are called as silent carriers. Checkpoint children, circle the correct answers. Deficiency of vitamin C, obviously that is scurvy. Please circle it, circle the scurvy. Beriberi is a disease caused by the deficiency of vitamin B1. Please circle this. Rickets is a disease in which bones becomes soft. Obviously that is rickets, not anemia, not malaria. Deficiency of dash in the body causes goiter, that is iodine. Yes, please done this children. I hope you have done this. Please children, make sure that you should not have any doubts in this lesson. This is very important. This will always help you. Okay children, let us see the fact wise. The female mosquito sucks blood from the humans, which helps to lay eggs. The male mosquito sucks only water and plant juices. See, the female mosquito only the carrier in the malaria. Yes or no children? Yes, obviously. Okay children, we will continue in the next class. Thank you children.